Pizza Freaks, episode 2, baby! We're here with Katai, the beautiful visual artist from Detroit. He travels North America. It's amazing what he does. What a spirited individual. So, Katai, can we gotta open up this box.
Open up the box.
We gotta
see
open
what's
up this
in
box.
the box.
Oh my lord, that.
We have a big pizza with mushrooms, spinach, and olives.
I said this last episode, but this is another piece of art. You're looking at another piece of art right here.
Making a pizza is a work of art.
True. I think, did Da Vinci say that? Leonardo da Vinci?
I think it was Marco Polo.
Oh, the classic. One guy who kept getting away because he was lost. How did you start taking photos?
I want to give a shout out to both my grandmas because they were the ones to inspire it. Looking back now, I was surrounded by grandmas that took photographs always had their cameras, and it's funny, I ended up doing that with my life.
Was there a transition sort of between taking photos as a hobby and taking photos professionally?
When I quit working regular jobs, my last job was actually at a pizzeria. I was flipping dough.
Flip that dough, boy.
It was basically like the job was holding me back from taking my photo business serious. So eventually I decided, I was like, I want to go travel around the country and have all these experiences. I have to leave my job behind and kind of, go for it. So I went for it, and I never looked back.
So we're gonna go inside, but before we do, Katai over here is gonna show us how he do with the camera.
I'm gonna do what it do. So we're at one of my spots that I like to shoot at. The steam coming out of the ground, it's all over the city. Over the past 4 years, I've been putting together, a series, and one day I'll release it. Evan, let's have you in between these two, like right here, crouch down. Grab the sheath. I think that's what it would be called. Leave it on, and in the photo, pull it out.
When you travel around North America, is it usually, what kind of things do you do? Is it mostly music videos or sort of in between?
Various things. Like last year I traveled across the country filming Moksha, and that was my whole purpose of going across the country. I had a few locations in mind, so along my way I just hit them up, and I ended in California. That was my first film also. I learned a lot through it, and I wasn't able to be as detailed as I would have liked. I didn't really have a script written or anything. I just knew where I wanted to go, and I had it in my mind what I wanted to do. So I learned a lot. I need to take my time more. I was rushed to do this film. I think I shot it in probably a week or something like that, just driving across the country. But everywhere I go, I like to work. If I'm traveling somewhere and, I'm just going there to hang out with a friend or something, I make sure that there's some type of a project that I have to work on, or something to keep myself productive.
Yeah. So when it comes to music videos, I've seen most of your stuff is from, I would say, in the gangster rap area of that genre. How did you get affiliated with these types of people?
It was about 4 years ago. I don't remember anymore. But I got contacted by Rob Banks, and I started a relationship with him, and we developed a nice art direction for his music, and now you look at him, he's one of the bigger artists down in Florida, and it was nice to be a part of something and, you know, be able to influence people with art. I know he's got a, you know, big audience looking at his stuff, so, you know, the art that I'm creating for him, you know, it's nice to know a lot of people are seeing it and, you know, somehow affecting the reality of, you know, the music industry.
Well, now I think it's time to, I think you got a little place for me to go to. I haven't been there.
Where?
The what's it called? The conservatory?
Oh, shit. Sorry. No, I can't take you there. We already went, but in the future.
Oh, dang.
Now we fucking time traveled back. It's fucking gone now. They removed it from reality.
That's unfortunate.
We're here in the Belle Isle Conservatory.
He took us to the conservatory. I mean, it's a remarkable place, honestly.
It's a nice, relaxing location to have a conversation.
I think I read on the internet somewhere that like in 50 years, Detroit is going to be like redesigning everything so that there's going to be a lot more plant life because of the
Yeah, they're putting in urban farms everywhere, planting trees. You know, you'll go onto the west side and it's like, you know, a whole block of, you know, decrepit houses or vacant lots, and it's like there's one house standing. So I think they're taking advantage of the space and, you know, kind of utilizing it. You know, the city was built for so many more people than what it actually houses. So, you know, it's good that they're taking advantage and utilizing the space. We're in a unique position to develop the city, basically, where all the other cities are already developed. So, you know, we're in a unique position to kind of set the bar for, you know,
future cities.
Just being efficient with energy, you know, the whole realm being efficient.
What do you think are what do you have to undergo to be the most creative?
You have to discipline yourself and remove all distractions to fully be focused, you know, on what you're doing. So for me, it's like it's been a process of, you know, becoming more in tune with myself, and through that I've seen, you know, my own creativeness grow. It's tough being creative, but I think, you know, if you discipline yourself, you're gonna start to see, you know, true art occur.
So what I think is really unique about you is that you try to like do everything, sort of. Like you make videos, you make music occasionally, and you do photos. Is there anything that like you want to sort of dive into?
I have dove, and I'm continuing to dive. Over the past 4 years, just my body of work, I haven't really done anything with it, and I knew it was all going to come together at one point. And over this last summer, I figured it out. I was up living in the mountains and just alone, and a bear came into my life, a black bear. You know, I'd sit there waiting for the bear to come up, and I was trying to make a film about me and the bear, and my goal was to be sitting there and the bear come up and just eat next to me while I'm puffing a joint. And it never happened, but just the process of all of it, I got into a zone where my head was so clear, and I was thinking, you know, on a different wavelength almost. I kind of became the bear. So I was sitting in the middle of the woods at night, and, you know, focusing on my breathing while waiting for this black bear to come. And, you know, I think that's how I came up with the name, like Black Air. And I was thinking about it, it's beautiful to me. It's like nothingness. And nothingness to me is clarity of the mind, just awareness. So Black Air means a lot to me. It's special. And I'm sure you know, soon people will know more about it.